One of the things that we really love here is herb teas, tisanes. And otherwise, we can just sit all day kind of at your desk, or when I'm teaching, just drinking endless coffee, and we all know that isn't particularly brilliant for you. And we've long grown lemon verbena and Moroccan mint here, both completely delicious. But actually we ran out one year. We just picked the lemon verbena so hard that we started picking the scented leaf pelargoniums, which we use in cooking, and we found that they're absolutely delicious. And now, in many ways, we kind of prefer them. So this is the first one. This is literally a herb tea bed, and you can see this one's been picked quite heavily. And this is attar of roses, and the tea that you make with that tastes of kind of Turkish delight, slightly rosy, slightly lemony, really delicious. That's one of my favourites. And then this one, this funny little one at the end, we were growing just as a pot plant, and then again we just crushed the leaf. It's very lemony, and it gives you a really delicious, quite sharp, almost like lemon sherbet flavoured tea. And that's called Size Lemon Sunburst. And then the one in here is our next favourite, which is called Orange Fizz. And that, again, rather similarly, tastes very citrusy, but it's definitely got a bit of orange in it rather than lemon. So I'm just going to pick enough to make a pot of tea of each of these. And when you're making a pot of herb tea, you want to pick a bunch of leaves like this that sort of fills the palm of your hand. And then you just chop them coarsely into slightly off-boiling water. Boiling water is fine, but it just slightly affects the flavour, so it's quite good to have it just slightly off-boiling. So what I've got is glass tisanieres, and I'm going to do exactly as I said. So I'm just going to chop. This is the Size Lemon Burst. No, its correct name is Size Lemon Sunburst, and it doesn't matter if you put a bit of stem in, or you can just put the leaf. So you just coarsely chop it like that, and then just obviously just like with normal tea, you just put the just off boiling water over it. This one is the orangey one. And this has got a big leaf, so I'm not going to use a strainer for this. I'm just going to pour it straight in. And then we'll do a taste comparison of them. And then I've got the attar of roses here, which is the Turkish delighty one. Don't really need the inner chamber for this one either. Just as a sort of comparison, I've got lemon verbena here. This is a tender shrub, lemon verbena, and you tend to think, oh no, it's died in the winter. But it's deciduous, and so it drops its leaves, and then it recovers again, leaves up again in the spring. So don't chuck it out, don't think it's died, because it will have shed all its leaves. And this is Moroccan mint, which is the sort of strongest, sweetest, nicest for tea, really. So the thing you get with a glass teapot, effectively, is it's really nice to be able to see the colours and the leaves. I really like that. And with the finer leaf things like this one that would block up the spout, you get this little internal chamber which holds the leaves, but it's still infused through the boiling water. And I just chuck these in the dishwasher. I mean, I literally just take out the chamber, take the lid off, pop it upside down in the dishwasher. Hey presto, it's clean. So they look more delicate than they are. They're quite robust. I mean, you have to be a little bit careful not to knock the spout, because that's a bit more vulnerable. But I think they're an essential bit of kitchen kit, really, particularly if you like a healthier diet. So this is the orange fizz, I think. Yeah, nice, gentle. This is Attar of Roses. You can leave them a little bit longer. Often with the pelargoniums I find they need about 10 minutes, whereas the mint and the verbena are quicker to infuse. Yeah, I love that one. So that's very perfumed. And then this is the lemony one. Really nice, very light lemon verbena. This probably needs a little bit longer, but that is very splendid verveine. There's no denying it. And mint. Yeah, all absolutely delicious. And the other thing that the centre leaf pelargoniums can be used for is I make a little bunch sometimes when I'm feeling a bit luxurious and put them under the hot tap in the bath and just turn the hot tap and it pours through the leaves and you get this lovely scented geranium leaf bath without having to have the bath oil. And you can do the same, of course, with these two, but somehow if you just take a little posy of those, that's really good. And also, just like you might use lavender to flavour sugar and then make, for instance, a Victoria sponge or something like that. And all these are also really delicious with blackberry and apple crumble. It's all very well having tea on a hot day, but actually it's worth remembering that these are delicious with some ice and maybe a little bit of honey in it. And then just have them as a nice tea. They're really fantastic. I particularly like the lemony ones for that. So the lemon verbena and the size lemon burst. They're really, really good.